Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the Megacorporation wide episodes. I'm your host, Stellaris Fate. It's episode 15. Here we are in the year 2436, Omniro, the Omnicorp from RoboCop. By the way, I have the corporation that I set up for the next play for the small, tall, under the admin cap series that I'm going to do next, and it's not the Omnicorp, so I'll let you guys take stabs at guesses on what that's going to be. And it's not the Wayland Yutani either, by the way. Somebody put that in the comments section as a suggestion for a corporation. That would be my favorite, but unfortunately, if you're going to play Wayland Yutani, you really need to have a military civic, and I'm not going to take a military one. So anyway, here we are. It's the year 2346, and here's what we know we have coming. We know we have the Endgame Crisis coming, and we know we have Fallen Empire. Awakened Empire right here, the Glesbig Peacekeepers. So, and they're right here on our border, actually, which is a little bit problematic. So what I should probably do is build this up while we have a chance, and I should probably think about moving all my people up here. These guys have a force. This is the task force ship. It's 200k. It's going to be fully maxed out. There it is with its large dark matter deflectors and its large neutronium armor. It's got shield capacitors, so it's really going for shields, so you want to be able to do all kinds of kinetic damage to them. They have giga cannons. That's what their battle cruisers look like. If you scroll down and look at their escorts, a lot of point defense and then a mix of mostly kinetic and a little bit of armor damage. So they're even, but they're more shields than armor, so we would have to put kinetic on our stuff to take care of them. They are the Glesbig, and as far as they like us, their opinion of us is that they like us, so we shouldn't have to worry about them on the way to the end game. Now let's take a look at the score and see where we're at. We are number one. In fact, we're number one by quite a ways. We're crushing everybody else, really. Anytime that you're more than 5,000 over somebody else, you're pretty much crushing them. And you can see our economic strength is 18,000, even though our technology level is really low at 3,800. You can see like their technology level is almost double ours. Their technology level is great at 7,000. The Glesbig's technology level is 19,000. But we have the advantage of having just a much wider empire and some really, we have a strong economy. I have built my economic strength really well, and you can see that. See that through obviously all the upgrading that's going on. You can see this. Of course, we're gonna go take the burden off of our energy credits here by buying a bunch of this, buy a bunch of alloys. I actually don't want to sell my alloys anymore. What do we have going on with? I need to look at this again real quick. Technology. Yeah, we're waiting for the Science Nexus to finish, which is a long way off, unfortunately. This is the disadvantage of playing very, very wide with a huge penalty as a Megacorp early on. And I've said it before in previous episodes. This is the incorrect way to play a Megacorporation, but I'm learning, and I've learned a lot. I've played 4 more complete games now as a Megacorporation that are not on YouTube and won't be. The next YouTube episode will be my 5th one as a Megacorporation. But more to the point, it's learning how to play small correctly, and learning how to play small, quote unquote, tall. I don't like that term tall, and here's part of the reason why. My economic score is 16,000. It's crushing everybody else. So by definition, if you want to, I'm a tall economy. I'm just not a tall technology. This person, so the whole tall is just a misnomer. You got to qualify that. And that's why I say what it really is it's under the admin cap. You're playing under the admin cap until you can hit the repeatables for the admin cap and boost your admin capacity into the 5 and 600s with the repeatables. And then you're playing under the admin cap for 80% of the game. And then you get to the year 2420 or 2430, like where we are now. And you've got the repeatable technology and your admin cap starts to balloon. And then whether you're playing peaceful or a war faction or whatever, then you can really start to spread out, and it doesn't, and again, you don't get to penalize. You're not going to get penalized. So you have a huge scientific advantage, technology advantage on everybody throughout the whole game because you've been building it up, and then you get the repeatable technology to give you a giant admin cap, and then you just explode. And it's a pretty neat way to play, but it's not tall. What is tall? I've got a tall economy, so let's not use tall on this channel. That's a misnomer. Let's talk about under the admin cap or over the admin cap. I've played this game over the admin cap. That's the wrong way to play a mega corporation, especially from the start. You see the 50% sprawl penalty. We're getting crushed. Our technology cost is 242. Actually, one of the other games earlier, when I played the big wide empire for determined exterminators, we actually finished with a technology cost of 890% because we had a total empire sprawl of over 3,000 when that game was done. But that's what happens when you conquer every star system. So if you're gonna play a conqueror, if you're gonna play until you conquer the whole map, that's what you're gonna deal with. At any rate, this is the wrong way to play this, but we're still gonna do it, and we're still gonna try to kick butt here. So what we have to do is we have to prep just in case these peacekeepers decide that they want to turn on us. We have to prepare as if they might do that. We're going to throw a diplomatic grants up just to kind of keep that going. We're going to use education, recycling to take some of that off, and we're going to go for farming subsidies because we have a little bit of influence left, and this is in the negative. So at the end of the month, it's going to go right there. 166. That's a pretty big. Flip side, pneumatic visualization. I probably should have used that because it gives you the research speed. I should have saved some of this, but we'll turn that back on a little bit. But anyway, at this point in the game, at year 2438, what we're really playing for now that we know we're in the lead, and we're in the lead by quite a bit, what we're really playing for is the end game crisis. We're trying to get prepared for that. And in the meantime, we have situation log, enigmatic guest. We're going to run that. Space amoeba. We're going to run that. Abandoned terraforming project. We're going to run that. Where are those at? Okay. What's that need? Does that need a science ship? Probably. I guess not. What will it take? A construction ship? Oh, what's this? Abandoned terraforming.
Special project actualized.
Baista, which we've already colonized. What is this? So resume process. Did mail research time. Let's see. Do we need? Sometimes you need to actually hit.
Special project.
Sometimes you actually need to research those things. So do we need to? What do we need to do? Terraform. Continental world. What is this? In a world. It's an ocean world. See, this doesn't make sense to me. It says resume process. Dismantle equipment. What equipment? Sometimes this game does stuff. Partially terraformed by someone thousands years ago, but the process was interrupted for some unknown reason. The result is a highly unstable climate system and biosphere. We have located the abandoned terraforming equipment and must decide what we should be doing. Yeah, but how do we actually do that? Research. We just click on it. Resume process. Dismantle the equipment. We're going to do that. Okay, there we go. So we had to click on it. Sometimes the game does weird stuff like that. They wish to declare war on the Bessidon Confederacy. No, I don't want to get embroiled in somebody else's war right now. Especially the Bessidons over here. Right over here. These guys for 5,000 to give us a modifier of monthly unity plus 10% and better opinion. So yes, I've been taking that. I actually think the artisan troops in the game, the artist enclaves and the artisan troops, are things that you should for sure say yes to. The trader enclaves seem to have mostly really lame things to give you. The only thing that's cool is the domestic order can give you a really cool temple that you can put on every planet. Other than that, kind of lame. Like these guys, the Vengralin Triumph. Most of their wares are really stupid. Look at this. Monthly society research minus 100%, and they'll give us 1,000 consumer goods. That is like one of the worst things you could possibly buy from them. First of all, the society research here, this is where you get the repeatables for Empire Sprawl. So no, I don't want this to be minus. Lame. Anyway, we have this up here and I haven't done it. Prosperity. Okay, so now we get a new ascension. And we're going to hang on to this and not spend it. Well, that's not true. We're going to spend it on the archaeology project, aren't we? Hold on, before we do that, let's go look at EQ. EQ is about to build its last city district, so we're going to wait until it doesn't, then we're going to spend the points. The one I really want is megastructures, but we're going to wait for that because we're also going to get Unity Ambitions. In 28 months, we're going to get another Ascension perk off of that. So what I want is I want the archaeology project so we can get tons of alloys so we can prepare better for the end game.
Special project
And
actualized.
then the other thing that I really, really want is this Galactic Wonders. So we get a Ring World, Matterkin Decompressor, and Dyson Sphere. Those three things are three of the best things to have in the whole entire game. And if you can get one of each, even as a small empire, you're on your way to domination. But what we want to do right now is we want to get the Science Nexus ready to go, because this shouldn't take as long to build as long as we save up the alloys. In the meantime,
complete.
we continue to have the mod installed for automatic pop migration to go to places where there are jobs, and we've continued to make lots of strongholds to try to pump this number up because we want to have more fleets. I want more fleets and I want bigger fleets. So for instance, here's the conundrum. I really don't want to spend any money on my fleets right now. I don't want to spend any alloys on my fleets until this thing up here, Science Next, is about ready to go, but it's got 80 months to go. So we have some time. So we should spend this on these guys right now. Where's your home? Nero Station. Okay, go to your home. Where you're at Landine. Temp, Landine, assign to base and go there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All of these guys we're going to take a look at and see where they are. This is 150 out of 150. We just have to upgrade the fleet and hit reinforce. Strike Force Scylla is not full. They don't have any battleships yet. So we're going to give them a battleship each.
Ships upscaled.
We're going to fill them up with this. We're going to give them one more of these destroyers for point defense. And we're going to say do this, do that. So get that fleet taken care of. The salvaged fleet. I don't think they have any battleships either. So good.
Ships upscaled.
So this is all part of the process of getting our fleets ready. These guys I'm actually going to replace with the point defense ones. Yep. Same thing. So we'll get all of our fleets kind of more ready to take on the end of the world here. What is this? Strike Force Scylla. What is this one? Pirate Hunters. They're Pirate Hunters, so they're not part of this thing. It's Strike Force Kraken. Where's Strike Force Kraken? Okay, let's click on them then. Strike Force Kraken. McCracken. And Marine McCracken. So they've got... Oh, they're up. They just haven't been reinforced. Okay. We'll reinforce them too. So we're going to spend some of this, and we're going to hope that in the technology and the time that it takes, 72 months. 72 months, the time it takes you to pay off a car loan, we're going to hope that this is maxed out so that we can very quickly build that. And this is, yeah, they want to declare war. No, I don't want to. Okay, fine, here's what I'll do. I'm going to declare war, but I'm not actually going to go fight in it. I'm just going to stay here in my own little area and do nothing. I'm also going to... What is this thing down here? It's not very big. You guys need to come down here and kill this thing. Probably only take you on in, but I'm going to send you both so you get some experience. This is the Terraforming Gases Edict. Okay, let's take a look at our planet. The Ecumenopolis, right here. It's done. It's ready to go. Okay, let's go spend the points. We're going to go say, right here, Archaeology Project. Yes. Go to the Ecumenopolis and say, Archaeology Project. What am I missing? Number of unclear blockers less than 1. Oh, we can fix that. Jeez. I've never seen that constraint before, so. Governor. Oh, we have an available one. We might as well make use of it. So that sucks. Thought I'd be all ready to go. Blockers. Blah. So we gotta unblock her, and then we gotta take the blocker districts and turn them into districts. City districts. Every district on the whole planet has to be a city district before you can make the Ecumenopolis. I had to actually look that up. Fortunately, there's a you can find it on YouTube. There's a 5-second clip of a robot saying it. Ecumenopolis. So that's what that is. This is food. We have enough food. I'm gonna buy. When in doubt, buy alloys. They're really expensive and you don't get that many of them. It's a great way to knock your energy credits down. These guys here. Galactic Stock Exchange, shut up finally, thank you. This is the thing that pushes you over the limit everywhere. So we can go in here and we can say change this place. This is going to turn this 1K into 3K. It's monster. It's just monstrous. I love the Galactic Stock Exchange. Get one of those on every planet and oh my lord. No, I don't want to do that. No, stop. Clicking the wrong thing here. It's like mine has a mind of its own. It's doing its own thing. The heck is it doing? There's that Ministry of Culture. I don't know if this is supposed to be a bug or not, but in one game I played when the Domestic Order gave this to me when I bought it from them, I could put it on every planet. And then this game it seems like I'm only able to put it on the one planet, so there's some weird stuff going on here. What do we have? 24 exotic gases. I'm going to take this and replace it with Galactic Stock Exchange. There's 33 amenities there, and this is pumping out 20 of them if it's fully stocked. Notice I'm going to do that and that. Same thing here. Just replace one of these. I'd rather have the raw money, and if we have to, we can buy a few extra consumer goods. Don't worry about any of those. The habitats. Any one of these. This is +5, +5, +5.
Upscaling
complete. +8, +5. So we'll just replace one of
Upscaling
those.
complete.
It's just it's so worthwhile to have these Galactic Stock Exchanges. They are monsters. There's the Domestic Order. So what else can you give me? Give me some of that weird stuff that we've not been using. Alright, research actualized. We get an Ascension perk, which is fabulous. And what's cheap? Cheapest thing there is the Clone Army. Okay. We'll take that. So now we can pick up another Ascension perk, and it can be... We gotta save it. We have to save this Ascension perk for Galactic Wonders. Because we first have to... requires having to repaired or fully upgraded a megastructure. We plan to fully upgrade the Science Nexus, which is now 56 months away. So it's 5 years off. Well, less than that, but
Upscaling complete.
meanwhile, I'd really like to have one more fleet, and so in order to do that, I'm going to have to keep doing this. Peace in our time, peace offer from the Star Realm of Posiganklak. The new Latrepian Kennet can now use the expropriation Cassis Billy against us.
Upscaling
Well, too bad,
complete.
'cause that ain't gonna happen. What did I do with you guys? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say? Oh, there they are.
Upscaling
They're flying down
complete.
there. Okay, good. So go down here and take care of this void cloud thing. The void cloud. Alright, these are... the Galactic Stock Exchange. We're going through here and we're just kind of replacing one at a time. We're going to replace things because I like... Well, there it is. It's already done. So, money, money, money. See, it's up to 2K already. It's already up to 2K. Oh, and we've lost consumer goods. Consumer goods took a dip from all that stuff that we were swapping out. So, you can see the impact that that has. We'll wait to put it on here until it rolls up. But you can see the impact of that money. That's gargantuan. On this planet, where would we like to put it? They're done for housing. What we could do is replace one of these with the city district, and then take one of these, and replace it with Galactic Stock Exchange. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's just because cash gets to be, in my opinion, I think cash is kind of important to have. The number one thing that's important to have towards the end when you're fighting the end game crisis is alloys to build ships quickly. But if you, in order to augment that, there's only so many alloys you can build because there's only so many minerals you can get. Then the next best thing is to also have a huge economy, so you can go in here and you can just flat out buy some too as well to help speed up that process. So that's part of what that's all about. You guys, I don't want to... Okay, so your EQ, and now we got to do this. And then we can do the Eco Monopolist. Our college brought all districts on the planet must be filled with city districts. And this is kind of the perfect planet to make an Eco Monopolist on, because you could see it's got a ton of city districts and it has hardly any job districts. It's going to take a bunch of these city districts and turn them into alloy districts and the other things that it offers, but it ends up being one of the primary ways that you can make tons of alloys. So that's a fun thing to do with the Eco Monopolist. Alright, what are we low on?
Complete. Ships
Volatile
upscaled.
motes and this. We're low on consumer goods now. So we're going to take this planet. We're going to say consumer goods. And that'll, I'm not worried about this at all because we can always buy these if we need to. This is what I'm worried about. The naval capacity. It's starting to go over. So we don't care about what they have to offer because they don't have anything good to offer. These all cost 2 crystals. So we're going to use up a bunch of crystals really fast when we go through these worlds and look for these things. There's about 10 of them used up right like that. But that'll help get us out at 0 here. Here come these guys. They're going to come in here. Look at this. What is this? Like 10 black holes? What is this? The Great Wound? Hold on. Stop. Pause the game. Give me a construction ship and a science ship. Science ship, go right there. And construction ship, go right there. You guys are going to take this over. The Great Wound. This thing is so great. Look at all these black holes. Holy cow. Yeah. That's awesome. A pretty little fleet. I know some people have put up some really impressive fleet screenshots before in like Facebook groups and stuff like that. It's that fleet is nothing compared to everybody else, but it's fun for me, so I like seeing that every now and then. Alright, so before anybody can come in here and snag this, and they actually will, you guys can keep all your stuff somewhere. Let's see, what do we want to do? I want to leave those guys there for now. Come over and fix this. And we need a defense grid supercomputer and an upgrade. We're probably not going to have to worry about that one right there. But just in case, because we never know, the Glesbig are going to do. They're still happy with this. It's still 50. So that's good. But we got to get a science ship down here to survey this. Then we have to grab this spot. Also,
upscaling complete.
What's going on here? This wormhole goes way up here to our space right there. And so what I think I really want to do is check out, what do we have? It's going through there and there and there and there, and it's going all the way around. Oh, and there's some piracy happening right there.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. Hold on, what's this got going on here? It's got hangar bays. Both of those have hangar bays. You just can't do anything about this slot right there unless you build something on it. We have 1K, so we can go over and build it. It's fine. Plus there's tech coming that'll take care of that. It'll give us more of these, more starbase capacity. So we're going to take care of that. But in the meantime, there's 50 down here that's not being grabbed. It's like, what? It's not grabbing that. What's going on up here? Oh, I see. There's a bunch of anchorage and then a hangar bay. And what's here? See, this guy, I can afford to take one of these and change it into trade hub. And then, since I don't really need this to be a bastion anymore with all these gun batteries, I'm going to change all these anchorages. Because they're just not necessary anymore. One of them's a hangar bay. They're going to grab this trade and they're going to send it on this way. If you click on this and say go right there, and that's where it's going. So it's going to go up to there. This guy's going there.
Upscaling
this guy's
complete.
going there. That guy's going there. Perfect. It's all chaining together the way it's supposed to be. Actually, you're supposed to go there, and then you're, yeah, there you go. So we can look at the total numbers. This is why there was even a post today that I saw on the Steam forums. Is trade worth it? I don't know, dude. You tell me. Is 3,434 credits worth it to you? It's the only reason I'm staying in the black. I'm producing almost 6,000 energy credits. I'm spending 4,000, and over half of it is from trade. You tell me if it's worth it. I mean, what do you think? You do the math? Tell me what you think about that. Science ship, where are you? You're almost there. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to research projects in the system, and then you're going to survey the system. And the construction ship, where are you? You're on your way. Coming from like the other side of the galaxy. Get your butt down here, friend. Okay, let's go back up while these guys are moving and do a little bit of this. The Ecumenopolis is ready. Okay, go down here. Find the decision. Where is it? Now it's at the top because it's ready. Ecumenopolis. It costs 20,000 minerals. So you got to have minerals and you got to have some influence. Bingo. Now it's going to do that. It's going to take a long time. Fortunately, again, the length of a car loan seems to be what everything in this game is. The length of a car loan, or 10 years. So this is a big, huge research plan that I'm not as worried about.
Actualized.
We could do this. Put a few more people on here. I'm not as concerned about that though as I am about this. Let's do this. Strongholds. And we're short on minerals because we just spent them all, so. On these Planetary Galactic Stock Exchange. So we'll kind of wait here to build our minerals back up. This guy just got burned out and quit. What's he got now? Alloy nanoplants are +8. That's, should probably grab that. Let's see down here. What do we have? What's that ship doing? I don't know what that ship is doing. Let's go down here to these guys. These guys, you guys can go home. Detritus analyzed.
Upscaling complete.
This starbase is ready to go. This one is here, right there. We're just going to do a little bit of trade protection for it. The hangar bays, and then we'll
Research actualized.
Do some other things that are more fun. Resort World, Tomb World Habitability, and Leader Enhancement selected lineages. Got to do some of those to get them out of the way before we can get to the repeatables for things like Empire's Pro. Where is my construction ship? It's still moving. 86 days.
Detritus analyzed.
86 days, we can take a look at some of the other planets that might be able to help out. We're still a little behind on consumer goods. So for instance, that just moved a bunch of people. That can provide some mana jobs. We can finish out this planet. We can get close to finishing it. I think because of the way housing and jobs is going to go on this planet, we can take, we can either go for food or energy credits here. Probably food because we're down to 86. So let's do that. This planet is kind of, oh, they don't have a leader. What do we have that's useful? Leader lifespan. Okay, we'll take any of those guys. He's the youngest. Oh,
Upscaling complete.
We do not have enough energy. Oh. Don't have enough energy.
Upscaling complete.
Spent all of it.
Upscaling complete.
Well, in that case, we can go in here and we can say sell some two-dimensional trade increases. Even though there's a mod for it, it's still not perfect. And one of the easier things to do on these little habitats is to say, stop growing. I don't like doing that because it uses up a bunch of influence, but sometimes it's the smarter thing to do. What is this? Boundary species on the slave market. I don't really care about that. The New Mystic Order. They'll give us more of those weird things again. So, which we should probably make use of, like, for instance, on this planet, decision. Come down here and say performance competition, executive output, manager's output. Most value to the corporation. Best. Interesting. Let's try it and see what happens. Will expire in a long time. Okay.
Upscaling complete.
There's no governor on that sector either. Well, let's grab another youngin. We don't have enough energy. Adoy. It's funny. What's going on with our buying and selling here? Oh, it's because we're buying that many? Really? We don't need to buy that many. We actually can sell a few more of those. Currently selling those, and we don't need to sell all of them, so that's good. So that's cool. Yes, yes, yes. Hurry up and get down there. This could be one of these places is where we're gonna build a matter decompressor.
Future market survey complete.
Alright, you, my friend, you have a job. Build a starbase. You've done a good job. You can go home. Go like to there and assist research. So 2445, we're getting even closer. We're going to keep an eye on these guys. They're still at 50. Xenophilia and xenophile diplomacy. So they still like us. Big war going on that we don't even care about. I'm not going to do anything with it unless my people actually get attacked. So I've got this fleet up here. This is the Federation fleet. They're actually probably kind of mad at me for not participating in this, but
Upscaling complete.
I voted no against their stupid war 2 times. I only decided to let them have it. It's of no consequence to me. Let's go back to technology. Oh, 7 months for the science nexus. That's awesome.
Upscaling complete.
He's built this. We don't want to build anything over the center of that one. We want to build one research one there. We don't want to build here. We can build. We're not going to build anything else. I assume you can only build one matter decompressor in here because there's a thing that says you can only have one megastructure in each system. So we'll be able to build a megastructure in here. L-gate insights, which I don't really care about. And take the minerals from miners. At this stage of the game, since we haven't done the L-gate because we didn't start out near, even though we played wide to begin with, we didn't get an L-gate. So I'm not going to go acquire one and do that. I'd rather just get to the end game and do the crisis and crush them and win. This is... Yeah, we're losing because we're spending so much. What are we spending money on? Chips, buildings. Where's my trade?
Research actualized.
Oh, Nilth.
Upscaling complete.
Nith. Oh, jeez. We got what? We got a bunch of... Okay, what are you doing? Why are you going that way? That's dumb. You go there. You go through there. To there. Yes. Okay, now let's look. Society research, fleet command limit, that would be great.
War declared.
About that. Machine uprising, that's always a bad thing to have happen to you. Century of Cloud Lightning, let's do that, that won't take long. Alright, so now that we've done that, oh, I know what else I need to do. Jeez, should have been doing this a long time ago. Let's go to Omniro. Let's turn this on. Let's go here. Shipyard. Construction ship. I know how to make this trade better, and that is to build a gate here. Where's that one go? There. Oh, what do they have there? There. Mega structure system. What is that one? Oh, they're building a ruined Dyson sphere. Let's see. We could, but this is the Ikazuri. They're our friends. We can't go conquer that. Alright, what would this take? Not a habitat. Where are we going to do the science nexus site at? Here? Science nexus, lacking 57. Oh, brother. Okay. Let's get that up. Jeez. It's too bad. Is there anything we can do to help some of these people? Nope, there's not. Oh, look at these guys. 0. The neutrality center. There's nothing that we do that they support. And they still have 81 pops supporting them. 81 people are supporting this faction. Oh, isn't that just the way it is, people? Isn't that just the way it is? This is the same number of people who think Napoleon Dynamite is funny. Okay. That's my own personal joke. I'm not a fan of that film. And I know enough people who think it's really funny, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? I like Roger Ebert's review of that film. It basically talks about that it's not, watching other people fall down is not funny. Watching people be pathetic is not humorous. Alright, well, we're kind of stuck here. This is a bummer. This is a bummer. I gotta wait. I don't want to wait. Alright, let's see if we have... How much influence did we need? Let's get this guy in here. He said we needed how much to do it? We needed 29 more. That means... Oh, I see. So we need a full 300 before we can build that thing. Well, such is life. We'll get to 300 and then we'll get that thing built. In the meantime, let's see what else we can do. Nith says, I don't have enough room to grow all my people. And you're getting low on food, so you might just want to leave that the way it is. This doesn't have a leader. Oh my goodness, how many of these places don't have leaders?
Upscaling complete.
I gotta fix this. What is going on here? Ships, station, star bases, leaders. Produced 6,000. Consumed 3,000.
Research
So
actualized.
why is it not? It's plus 2k each month. How come it's not just blowing up? I don't get that. Gateway construction. That's what I need. I need a gateway. Okay. We almost have the influence we need. But that just seemed like it was broken there for a little while. I was like, what's going on? This is plus 2, but it was only... It was earning a little bit and then it was dropping off next month. I don't know what was going on there. Alright, where are you? 5 more. Who's trying to claim our systems? The new Latrapian Khanate. Boo. Boo, new Latrapian Khanate. Boo. I say. This is going to require a planet. We're going to put it right down here on this pretty guy. Barren world lies within the Omnicorp space. Here we go. And a science nexus site, and right there. Go build it right there. So he'll do that. That'll take a little bit of time. He'll build that, get it all the way built up. Then we can spend our second to last ascension point on galactic wonders, so we can build a matter decompressor and a Dyson sphere and maybe a ring world. I don't think we're gonna have time for all that. It's 2448, so I'm really not optimistic about that. But you do what you gotta do. I'd love to have a ring world. A ring world
Research
would be
actualized.
fantastic right about now. Research
Upscaling
actualized.
complete.
Titan Hull hit points. Okay, that's a lot of research to finish that off. I'd like to get some of this cheaper stuff out of the way. So let's do that. Let's go back down here. This place. Anchorages for you. Upgrades. You are what? You're up there. Yep. And I want Naval Logistics Office for you, and an upgrade. I'm going to get you fully armed just in case. I have no idea where the enemies are going to come from. These turkeys up here are floating around. What are they? They're 12,000 and 9,000. I still don't feel like it's worth even taking the Federation fleet out here and risking it, but maybe I'll do it. Is there a wormhole over here that can jump us over here quicker? There is. It's right there, but we don't know. I need a couple more things here. Prime fighter. Let's go to one of our shipyards. Should all be upgraded, really. Nith. Make a couple more science ships here, buddy. Got a plan. Gonna send science ships around to get the rest of these wormholes mapped out so we can maybe spend a little less time traveling and use the Federation fleet to go fly around and do some damage. I'm sure those guys would really like it if I wasn't just sitting on the Federation fleet. I know if the shoes was on the other foot, I'd be like, hey guys, use that fleet, will you please? That's what it's there for. Okay, I want you to show me the way. I want you. He can't go there because it's in somebody else's system, but let's take a look here. Oops. Big mistake. Always big mistake. Leave Facebook open so it can ding you. Okay, and then that one. Okay, can't do that one either. This is an L-gate.
Research
This is an
actualized.
L-gate. Maybe there are no other ones we can get to. Alright, well in that case. Antimatter missiles. Swarmer missiles. Let's do those. In that case, buddy, you're on your own. Can't get you down there, and I'm guessing these two hostile. These are pirates. I don't give a hoot about them. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Go down here. We'll take you down there. We're going to save our relic activation for later, but we're going to make sure that we have the cheap edicts online. So those are up. More unemployed pops. The ring world would be the best thing in the world that I could have right now. This guy's only at 20% for that. Take a look at our fleets. Let's see, we've got plenty of alloys, so let's get these guys fully decked out. All fleets at 100%. They should all be at 150. And then we'll add ships later. Artisan troop, they want to spend about 5,000. Yep, for monthly unity, we'll take that. We will take that. This construction ship can come up near, right there. Actually, no, stay there. Stay there. I'm going to build another one up here. Well, I won't have to. This guy can do it. I want to build a gate right here, not an L gate. There are a bunch of L gates all over this game. All over this map. I want to build a regular gate right here.
Starbase under assault.
Darn it. Okay.
Upscaling complete.
Well, hold on. What are we going to do? We're going to do this. You can have that battleship. You took my battleship. You can go up there. Yeah, I know.
Station under assault.
It's really going to put a crimp on our style over here, but... yeah,
Mining
not for long.
platform lost.
We will take care of that. The problem is you just got too much trade going through here now. If you look at the numbers here, there's 12,000 going through there. I mean, every single way along here is eventually going to get piracy because there's just nothing you can do. All you can really do is send a fleet to patrol along here, and even that isn't a good idea. Like these guys, we could send them on patrol. We could say patrol from here to here, but then you're just asking patrolling ships to take care of it. The best way is to build a gate and a couple of gates and have everything go straight to it. For instance, you build a gate up here, you build a gate down here, and you can funnel all this stuff right here to this gate over to here, and you can funnel everything from this wormhole up here. It just goes from the wormhole to a gate to here. It goes from God to Jerry to you to the cleaners. Right, Kent? If you don't think that that's the best comedy of all time, then I can't help you. I seriously can't help you. I don't know what to do with you. I knew I was a little off as a teenager when the movies that my friends thought were funny were films that I thought were kind of stupid. in the films that I thought were funny, they would always say, "I don't get it." I don't get it. That's when you know you're different from your friends. I don't get it. Yeah, you wouldn't. Alright. We've got too many unemployed pops, and we need to get these numbers up anyway, so. Running out of minerales. Automated work process. Planetary Administration on Meredith 4 has reported that an unplanned surplus of robotic workforce units has been located planetside. So now this is the beginning of like the robot rebellion, which would be the worst time to have to do this. If they cannot be identified, scrap them. So that's bad. Just to have it said, that's bad. I've learned that the only way to take care of that is you need to go synthetic. Ascendancy. Pirate station rated great. Yes, that's what we're on. Okay. Pirate station. Pirate hunters and these clowns.
Research
They
actualized.
should actually all join the forces, but he won't. So the pirate hunters are going there to there, and you're working. Okay. Figure it out here in a minute. Oh, everything's so expensive. This is a repeatable, so I want the Stormfire autocannons. Founder species on the slave market. Build up these numbers. Naval capacity. From pop jobs, 336. We're doing something else here. Oh, one other thing. Yeah. See, here's part of the reason why I think I've got the wrong traits and civics to be playing the Megacorp is that I can't go in and set default rights to be utopian abundance so that they can get research points from all these people who are unemployed. I can go chemical bliss. This is interesting. Pop happiness 40%,
Upscaling
but the
complete.
resources from jobs is minus 60. That's the trade-off. Academic privilege, unfortunately, doesn't seem to do anything other than make rulers and
Upscaling
specialists a little
complete.
bit happier. Unemployed pops have normal unhappiness. Rulers have a little bit more happiness, and
Upscaling
so
complete.
specialists. I don't know how that actually affects anything. Let's take a look. The numbers are plus 380 alloys, and our research is at that. Let's see if that changes anything in this one. I don't think it's gonna. 386 alloys. $689 engineering research. Society research is at 961. Yeah, see, I don't think it made that big of a ding. It took a little bit of this down and gave us a little bit more in the end. Yeah, didn't change much. Academic living standards. I don't think it actually provides that big of a bonus. I don't think it's noteworthy. That's the thing. But that's where we're at. Alright, this guy. No orders. This guy is doing the building science nexus. He's halfway done. Okay, and we're just a little bit short on food. So, let's see if we can find a planet where we need to do some more of that, like this one. These guys need more city. A little bit city, a little bit of country. Let's see. What are we doing for this? We got 13 rare crystals.
Research actualized.
Research. Vault of acquisitions. That turns thing up really high. Resources from jobs. Habitability. Cryo revitalization centers. Not what I'm looking for, but it's going to take us a little bit to get to all the repeatables. So. Low on minerals. Minerales. It's interesting. The game is clearly getting big enough because now you can see that putting even this on the fastest time is not making this run as fast as it normally does. This is like normal time. 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Normally when it's on fastest, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's also because so many pops to deal with. It's the big issue. But there is a performance patch coming. Should be interesting. In the meantime, I need to look for planets that have food on them. Let's do that. Baista doesn't have a designation. So let's fix that. A home of their own, the robotic workers on Termana 1 have resisted an influx of Omnicorp laborers claiming recent geothermic instability. Yeah, so why would a robot lie? No, send the laborers in anyway. Why would a robot lie? Because they're planning an uprising. You big dummies.
Complete.
They're planning an uprising. I haven't spent any time offline on Google looking at all the various paths for all the choices, so I know that this can be thwarted because I've done it. I've not managed to get the robot uprising by choosing a certain sequence of answers to those questions, but I don't know what that sequence was. So I'm a little stuck. I'm gonna spend some of my money and actually buy some more so that we can buy some more minerals so we can build. I don't like having to do that, but here's the Eco-Monopolist. The Archaeology Project is now 3 years away. Home of their own. Administration on Termana 1 reports that upon arrival at their target region, the Omnicorp laborers discovered that the robotic inhabitants were nowhere to be found, just like your little 10-year-old when you were wondering what they were doing. Investigation of facilities in the region suggests that robots vacated the area in a hurry, but we have no indication of where they have gone. Yeah, doesn't that seem a little suspicious? We need a lot more minerals if we're gonna fully fuel our Eco-Monopolist. So that's one of the things we have to consider here.
Upscaling
As
complete.
the Eco-Monopolist starts to get ready, we have to get ready to handle it. And that's one of the things that you can build an Eco-Monopolist, but you kind of need a matter decompressor to really make it run. You got to be able to just flood it with minerals so that it can actually mass produce stuff, so that it can make all those alloys that you want, so you can build all your ships, so you can go kick butt on the fallen empires or awakened empires or endgame crises. So and we've done a really good job. You can see all these planets, all the planets that have an abundance of minerals. We have done a very good job, with the exception of maybe the zoo right there, of saying, yeah, grab the minerals. And then there's a bunch of refineries, and then what have we done? We have grabbed as many minerals as we can. We have them all. It's just, what's going on up here? We're still buying 120. We're probably going to have to buy more. We're selling food, and we don't need to sell all of it. But we're going to want to buy some more of this, because we're going to need to fuel our Eco-Monopolist. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of pointless. So I really wanted the archaeology project to be done by the end of this episode, but it's not going to be. My cat is a nut.
Upscaling complete.
The cat is being a nut. Alright, well, still pretty fun.
Upscaling
We're getting there.
complete.
We're 50 years from the end of the game, so there's a war going on that we really don't care about. In fact, here's our guys. They're almost down here now. They're about ready to make their presence felt at 83k. In fact, let's go watch them crush this fleet over here, and then we'll end the episode, and then we'll come back
Upscaling complete.
on the next episode. You guys will have get to watch me probably take 3 more episodes maybe to finish this one off, but we'll crush it, and then we'll move on to the next one, which will be pretty fun. We're crushing the victory conditions. We're up by a full 10k, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna win for sure, but we're going to beat everybody else for sure. The problem is, are we going to beat the end game
Research
crisis? Yeah,
actualized.
I feel like I've gotten pretty good at beating those. Strategic
Competitive
Coordination
station
Center, I
engaged.
definitely want that. Here we go. These guys are up here. They're going to do a little smackdown.
Upscaling
Not the
complete.
WWE kind, because, well, I guess it is the WWE kind, because this is a video game. It's
Upscaling
just as
complete.
fake as professional wrestling. Not that I don't, I'll tell you what, I've never been a fan of professional wrestling, partially because I wrestled in middle school. And high school and collegiate wrestling is like real
Upscaling
wrestling, and
complete.
then what happens in SmackDown is, it's theater. I think what annoyed me as a young child was how many people thought that professional wrestling was real. I mean, I remember being in 6th grade and having everybody
Upscaling
tell me,
complete.
"It's so real, man." And I'm like, I'm wrestling for middle school. I know what's real. And that's not it. And I remember that some wrestling tour came around to like my local town,
Upscaling
and it's
complete.
like right out of the movie The Wrestler with the actor who was in Iron Man 3. And oh my gosh, The Wrestler is a great movie, by the way. You should watch it. It's fantastic. But I remember the discussions from all my high school mates on like after the weekend was over, and they came back and they said, "Dude, it was so fake," because the TV cameras weren't there to be cut and edited so that it made all the hits look like,
Upscaling
so it made the
complete.
chair look like it was really smacking the guy, and it made it look like, so every time he punched him, they edit all of that footage to make it look kind of real. But when you're sitting there on the sideline in a folding chair 12 feet away from the ring, you realize how completely fake it is. And all my classmates came back who went and watched it, and they were like, "Oh, I can't believe how fake it was." And I'm like, I'm just sitting there feeling vindicated, first of all, and thinking, I've been telling you guys for years, this is fake. It's not real. It's just theater. It's like performance art. It's synchronized swimming. It's just as
Upscaling complete.
choreographed as Beyonce, which is great. I mean, they go through a lot of work. First of all, they all lift a lot of weight, and some of them take a lot of steroids to look, the way that they look, which is fantastic. To each his own. But even taking steroids, you still have to lift all the weights. I know, because I'm a weightlifter. You still have to do all the work. And of course, they go through great pains to choreograph these whole things and go through all the moves and do all that stuff and make it look as real as possible while being as safe as possible and all this kind of thing. But, when you've got 12 and 13-year-old kids and they're like, "It's real," and you're trying to tell your peers, "No, it's not," that conversation is kind of embarrassing. And I felt bad for him. But the cool thing that's come out of wrestling for me is that Dave Bautista, I have become a big fan of Dave Bautista, and I know a lot of people who are big fans of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, because he started off went from the Miami Hurricanes to professional wrestling to now he's a incredibly well-known actor, of course, and he's a big ticket and he's a big draw. And Dwayne Johnson stars in a movie, he's the vehicle for the movie. It's unfortunate that he hasn't done very many good movies, and it's unfortunate that his acting chops don't get pushed by directors as much as they need to. But that is why I have huge, mad respect for Dave Bautista, because he has, his career arc in acting has been so cool. You can see a guy who clearly desperately wants to be good at this craft, and he has an acting coach, and he spends a lot of time on this craft. He spends a lot of time getting better at it. I've been so impressed watching his career arc, because watching him go from playing Drax the Destroyer in the very first Guardians of the Galaxy to his later work on Blade Runner, and now what's going to be coming in Dune as the Beast Raban, but especially in Dune, to watch what he did. Dave Bautista is a guy who is taking the craft seriously, and you can see it from film to film to film. He just keeps getting better, and I applaud him hugely. And if the WWE or the WWF is how certain guys have to make their path to Hollywood, I'm all for it, man, because it's just awesome. I'm a huge Dave Bautista fan. I'm always a fan of anybody who works really, really hard at a craft to get better at it, and really has the desire and knows, I'm not great, but I want to be great. And then you see them work at it and get better. And by no means, is he a great actor now? He's not Matt Damon. He's not Leonardo DiCaprio, not yet, but he's gotten so much better. And watching him in Blade Runner, I just thought he was, as Sapper, he was completely 100% convincing. He was brilliant. His performance at the beginning of that film, he's got that short little role, but also there were 3 shorts that were done, computational overclocking. So don't take advantage of this. Find a way to force the process back. But Bautista has just been getting better and better and better, and so it's just, I'm thrilled for him. I think he's a cool guy. I follow him on Twitter. I think he's an awesome human being, and I'm really excited to see him continue to get bigger roles and getting cast in Denis Villeneuve's Dune movie. You got to go check out the Dune cast. It's going to be fantastic. Anyways, I'll ramble more about this on the next episode, guys. This one's gone long, but thanks for watching. We're getting there. We're almost to the end. It's the year 2453. It's fun. The only thing standing in the way now is the crisis or ourselves. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. As always, if you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you think the channel's cool, maybe think about subscribing. And if you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I'm always happy to answer. See you next time.